Pete Carolan has been an artist his entire life. Today, he is one of the most renowned military mural artists in the country, with his works being displayed in places like the Pentagon and our nation's capital. He was an accomplished athlete playing on one of Orange Coast College's championship water polo teams. As an athlete and an artist at OCC, he became known as Pete the Pirate. But it was as a young lifeguard where he was led to change his life forever.
My chief lifeguard, Vince Morehouse, who was the chief of the #1 lifeguard department throughout the whole world, had given me a little bit of encouragement to get into the teams. So the best thing for me, being a swimmer, is underwater demolition teams. The Navy frogmen, that type thing.
His underwater demolition team did 2 tours in Vietnam. They were decommissioned and became part of the Navy SEALs. Pete left the teams, but would find out you really never leave the SEALs, and he decided to head back to Orange Coast College.
Rowed crew as a 25-year-old freshman on the rowing team, and we were very successful there, and I went on to USC to row there as well. Once again, my time to serve came again, and this time they had a SEAL Reserve unit. And I became an instructor, and I worked on the Navy SEAL's highest tech weapon, the Advanced SEAL Delivery System, a manned submarine that launches from the attack host submarine, the nuclear submarine, with a platoon of SEALs.
While he was part of the SEAL teams, he had some very exciting and historical adventures, none having more significance than the Apollo 13 recovery mission.
The commanding officer chose me to be the head of the swim team to go in and make sure that they were safe. So we did that expeditiously, and it was a success, and it was one of the most memorable occasions.
The adventures of local artist Pete the Pirate have created history, saved history, and in so many places today, they preserve history.
When we came back from winning the prestigious Molokai Channel race in Hawaii, it was a world championship. The Hawaiians said, "What are you going to do for an encore?" I said, "Well, we'll just paddle down from Newport to Ensenada against all the sailboats." And we raced 520 sailboats all the way down to Ensenada, and we beat all the sailboats. One of the most prestigious lifeguard towers in the history of lifeguarding internationally was Tower Zero on the pier. It monitored over 7 million rescues. When they built a new one, they were going to destroy that. So I called up Ron Lowenberg, the chief of police, and he gave me a police escort off the pier with Tower Zero. Very historic surf history monument. At the age of 55, I was called back on a presidential recall. They put me on a lot of patriotic painting missions. So throughout all the Naval Special Warfare and some of the ships have my paintings still in their command. And of course, after 9/11, it got a little bit more patriotic.
When Costa Mesa Police Lieutenant Vic Bacala made it his mission to refurbish the iconic airplane at Lions Park, he immediately knew who would be the right man for the job.
It was cracked, it was concreted over, and the structure was falling apart. We had to rebuild that foundation, prime it thing, and sealed it. Painted all the basic blue, but then we wanted it more detailed, more historically correct to that particular aircraft during the Korean War, and it came out perfect.
Retired Navy SEAL Pete Carolan has finished his missions to perfection. But as artist Pete the Pirate, the mission continues, and failure is not an option.